What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to Extreme Nerd Table, guys. Well, it looks like everybody's busy today, so I don't got nobody joining me just yet. But give them a second and see who's popping in. But before that, uh, let's sh- let's show you guys what I picked up or what I got a-okayed yesterday. I got a-okayed Tale Witch of the Black Rose issue 1, cover B, by Jim Valiant and Holly Golightly. So I'm pretty excited to have this. And then pretty much you guys seen everything I picked up last week, so. But I actually picked up some other stuff. Picked up issue 2 of Shudder. It's the same people that wrote Warren, or who writers from Warren. So picked up Vampy Holiday Special. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Not much. We're gonna be talking about Hawkeye and stuff like that. See if we enjoyed it or not. So, yeah, and then and talk about the controversy with Hawkeye too.
Okay.
Yeah, so the controversy with the issue with Hawkeye right now is the artist that did with the Matt Fraction run or whatever the runs that's based off of Kate Bishop's first appearance and stuff.
Yeah.
So right now that some people are boycotting the Hawkeye show because of what they're using the artist's work as the posters and stuff like that, and like even the good in what is it, the beginning credits
Sure.
are a little, yeah, same thing. So what do you think of the whole thing?
Well, by the way, I'm Anthony Sika.
My bad.
It's okay. Sorry I was late. I was helping my son with some homework.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Here's my take on this. I don't know anything about the controversy other than the article that you shared
Right.
on the Extreme Nerd Table chat. Here is the gist of it. If the artist, who I don't even know the person's name, if the artist in question was a work for hire,
right,
which if he worked for Marvel, I imagine he is.
Right.
I don't care whether he came up with the logo, the graphics, the visual of Kate Bishop.
Right.
He got paid to do that.
Right.
If you'd like to own everything you do, you need to either go work for Image, you need to start your own comic book like Venerella,
like yourself,
or you have to go specify things in your contract to begin with.
Right.
For time and memoriam, we've heard stories about legends like Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko and John Byrne and all these people, and John Buscema and the people that drew Vampirella, for example. You know, your Jose Gonzalez, whatever, the guy that. Do you think he owns any of that shit that he created on the pages? No. He worked for Warren. People work for Marvel. People work for DC. They work for Charlton. This guy, who I don't even know his name, and I don't care, to be honest with you.
Right.
I don't even care if he created Kate Bishop out of the air. Right. Unless he specified to Marvel that I want a cut of this or that or whatever, and Marvel specified it back, then bye.
Right.
And people boycotting this and that. Look, man, again, if you're a creative person, unless you're in an independent situation, you have no rights to your work. Okay, here's an example. For anybody who thinks I'm weird or hypocritical because of what I say, let me put it in perspective. I am a graphic designer. When they're on I-95 right now.
Right.
If you drive up I-95 north and south, you
Right.
will see billboards that have my artwork on it, that have designs, that have logos that I've even created for people. Okay.
Right.
None of those things belong to me because I was working for someone who paid me money to do something creative.
Mm.
I do not own the work. My signature isn't on it. And
Right.
if I'm paid for my services, I don't have to give them credit. For example, you know the guy, Corey Willoughby, who took pictures of Misty America, my cosplay.
Yeah.
All right. And also the guy that took pictures, Doug Sawyer, for my model Samantha from Oh My God. If I had paid all those people for their services, their names would not have to appear in my books.
Right.
I would not have to thank them or credit them if I don't want to.
Right.
I would anyway, as a courtesy. But again, I've been a graphic designer since 1993. My work is all over the internet, on billboards, in newspapers, national magazines, etc., etc. Nowhere in the ads does my name appear. Oh, by Anthony Sika. Do you know why? Because I was paid for someone. So, if this Marvel dude, I don't care whether you're Donnie Cates or this guy or Ryan Stegman, whoever, every picture that Ryan Stegman makes of Venom or the Hulk or whoever, he does not own rights to that. And by the way, a lot of those characters that people create, they are credited with them, but a lot of people don't make any money. Look at Brubaker and people like, with the Winter Soldier and Bucky's thing. You know what? He didn't create Bucky Barnes. He just kind of, or Rick Remender, whoever it was. The point is that he just he gave him a new costume. Just like George Perez and Marv Wolfman, they're credited with the creation of Nightwing's costume, but they didn't create Nightwing. Bob Kane, Bill Finger, they created Dick Grayson and Robin. The character lives on. The company that owns the character owns whatever they can do with it. And to be honest with you, so, and really, how many people are really boycotting it, Jeff? Like 10 like
maybe
3 people, like 20 people on Twitter.
And plus,
or people that just don't like the TV show. So they got to like rally against something. Oh, we're mad. Who cares?
And plus, like how you were saying, how they go overseas, look for artists. This guy might be an overseas artist in the first place because the name is David AJA, Agile or Agi or whatever it is. But it could. The big thing is he could be like you said, overseas hire. You know what I mean? But the point is he was emailed a contract. And it probably says that we're gonna use your stuff no matter everywhere. You know what I mean? It's whatever we want to use it for. You know what I mean? You guys all fill out contracts that you guys have to specify. Specify things.
Has Matt Fraction weighed in on this?
I'm surprised he hasn't. I'm looking at the article right now. I'm surprised he hasn't. Everybody that's been fans of the comic has said something, but I haven't seen nothing by Fraction. Oh, our favorite person said something though. Tom, the one that turned Superboy gay.
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah.
Tom Taylor.
Yeah, Tom Taylor. That's yeah. Taylor did say something. Yeah, Taylor did say something.
Yeah.
And let's see. I just clicked on that artist is Twitter. I'll see now if he said anything. I'm looking at it now.
So pretty much this guy is saying that Marvel Studios did not pay him or credit him after using artwork from a comic he worked on. Now here's the problem I have.
Right.
They are saying that he didn't get credit or paid for the comic he worked on. Now, he worked on the comic, so he got paid for that comic.
Right.
why does Marvel
he did say
need to
something
pay
to
him
somebody else.
again? What?
Right. He did say something to somebody else. Somebody wrote something to him, and he said something about it.
Well, here's what it is, right? Here's what it is. You know what it says? I'm looking at an article right now. It says the cover, the artwork for Hawkeye Volume 2 Little Hits served as inspiration for a number of promotional materials. Are you telling me Marvel can't take their own published work and reference it in new stuff? And by the way, served as inspiration. David Aja, or Asia, which might be the pronunciation because of the Steely Dan album. It's so crazy to me that David Aja pretty much designed the entire aesthetic of the Hawkeye show. You mean this guy came up with an arrow symbol or a purple color? Come on, man. They're just splitting hairs, pun intended.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, and then Taylor said something, and then another guy. I'm looking at the same article you are, and I'm looking. If you go scroll a little more down, they show you all the Twitter feeds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at it. I'm like, really? It's you signed the contract, man. It's like,
but they're saying David Aja deserves credit for this sexy Hawkeye opening credits. Okay, listen. They looked at his art, Marvel, and they're like, we already paid for this design.
Right.
We would like to use it for the Hawkeye show. Asia should just yes, they should. And fans are continuing to support Asia, even going so far as to boycott the series until Marvel Studios. Okay, what does this boycott entail, really?
Right.
Are they going to stand outside with a picket sign that says "Free Asia," or are they not going to watch it?
Well, me and you already know that answer to the question is they're not going to watch it.
And do you think Marvel or Disney really gives a fuck? What?
Dude, they got so many other subscribers to that damn Disney Plus. And it's only a couple of you get, like maybe 4 or 5, or even if it's 100 of them, it's not a lot because a lot of other people are subscribed to that thing.
Well, this is my point where everything, all this outrage, whether it's over gay Supermans or whether it's over Gina Carano with Star Wars, which I feel very strongly about, but it's not going to make me not watch something because that has to do with one specific show, one specific company, one specific whatever. You know what? And if we all start boycotting everything, again, here's what boycott means to an old guy like me. It's called change the channel and don't watch it. Okay. Yeah. And by the way, these people have never met David Aja.
Right.
David Aja. He might be an asshole. Yeah. And these people are going to bat for him. Who cares?
Who gives a shit, really?
Who cares? We do apparently, because we're talking about it.
No, only reason I'm just giving some articles, so we have something to bat back and forth. Yeah.
Are we being joined by any of our co-hosts tonight?
Randall stuck in Orlando with I forget what was he, the postman in Cheers? What the hell was his name on Cheers again? I forgot.
Norm?
Not Norm. Norm's friend, the bearded guy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can't remember, but that he took a picture with them and posted it in our chat and said he's stuck in Orlando doing that. So whatever.
Wow. All right. What about Simply Incredible?
I hit him up. I sent him the invite.
He's boycotting Hawkeye just because.
He's boycotting the show because of Hawkeye.
Anyway, what did you think of Hawkeye since you were featured on Jeremy Renner's Face?
Yeah, well, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Sure. Yeah, it's enjoyable. Yeah, it's enjoyable.
Here's the deal. If you I don't know anybody who puts on a Marvel show or a movie
Right.
and is expecting some Gone with the Wind, Citizen Kane, greatest movie, like if you put on Hawkeye and you're expecting to watch Ben-Hur or the Second Coming of Christ, you're kind of missing the picture. By the way, I never read the Fraction book. I had no idea who the fuck Kate Bishop was, other than knowing that she was in the Young Avengers.
Yeah.
But hey, comic books aside, as a TV show, I liked it a lot. Yeah. I'm one of those few people that I loved the character of Hawkeye in the MCU movies. I liked Hawkeye. I always liked Hawkeye. I thought he was really good in Endgame. I thought he was really good as a mass murderer as Ronin. Yeah. And I think that's what the story's about. He spoiler for anybody who hasn't watched, the setup's real simple. There's a bunch of rich fuckers who were having auctions, and they found Ronin's outfit
and
knife, and the swordsman, who is the villain in the who is a Marvel villain, is the guy who's dating Kate Bishop's mom.
Yeah.
And he steals Ronin's knife, and also the outfit gets borrowed by Kate Bishop because she's trying to disguise herself because she's in a place she shouldn't be.
But
she winds up on the news, and guess what? He's trying to get that costume back because whoever has that costume is in a lot of trouble, because there's gangs all over New York and the world who want to kill who's ever wearing that Ronin costume. And the best part of the show is, by the way, as soon as they showed up in the van, I said to my wife and son who sit next to me, I said, look, it's the Tracksuit Mafia, not knowing that they were actually called the Tracksuit Mafia. And it's a joke because there's a bunch of mob guys.
Yeah.
They look like Eastern Bloc descent. They're all the same. They all look the same, and they all wear tracksuits. And it's funny as hell. They're bumbling idiots too. It's great. But tracksuits, that's the motif of every Russian mob movie villain. They wear tracksuits. So it was hysterical. It's good humor. Haley Steinfeld, by the way, excellent actress. I've seen her. She's excellent in everything. So if you want, just watch it for her acting. And Jeremy Renner's good in it too.
Yeah, it's a fun, man. It's a good little, romp thing, man. It's a good little fun, fun show. So it's not like you said, it's not, like you said, not Gone with the Wind.
No, it's not.
No Titanic.
And it's not supposed to be. And it's only 6 episodes. They showed 2, and there's 4 more that are going to lead you right up to Christmas, because the whole show is 5 days leading up to Christmas.
Right.
That's the whole thing. Hawkeye's got to get back to his family, and he's got 5 days to do it. And that's that makes it fun. And we saw another Marvel character, Echo, in the last scene. So Echo's from Daredevil, right?
Yeah. And then some people, what was it? Some people had an issue with how Kate actually put on the Ronin outfit and it actually fit her. So it was pretty funny.
As I said, and to those people that were crazy about that, that's all good until Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld are walking down the street together. If you do notice, Haley Steinfeld, although she is young, is not a small girl. And I don't mean she's fat, but she's tall. Yeah. And by the way, Jeremy Renner is skinny as hell. Yeah. So there you go. And in the comics, the first Ronin was a woman.
Yeah.
And Hawkeye Clint Barton took her costume and it fit. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny but honestly, I think the Ronin character's coming back, but we're gonna have somebody else as the character, not Hawkeye and not Kate. It's gonna be somebody that either a street level. I think it's gonna be what I think it's gonna be a street level villain, honestly. But I'm not gonna say who, but I think it's a street level villain that's gonna become that character. So
Sure.
yeah, but like yeah, and I actually saw the Ghostbusters movie, enjoyed it. I liked it.
Yeah, I hear it's good. I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. It's not as good. I mean, it's good, but it's one. You know what I mean? How I'm gonna rank it? It's 1, 2, and 3, and this one. So it's 1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean? So it's not. Well, like I've overheard some reviews where people were saying, "Oh yeah, this is better than 2." No, man. If they didn't have 2, they wouldn't have this one.
Right.
So yeah, but that's pretty much like all that stuff. And they canceled. And I said put the article in here about how a comic hasn't even came out yet, and Marvel already canceled it.
Yeah, Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage. That's
Tom Taylor's probably going to tweet something about that too.
Yeah, well, but I just think it's hilarious that this comic hasn't even came out yet, and you canceled it already. That's interesting. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, I'm gonna say something controversial right now.
That's fine.
Marvel and DC suck. Both of them.
Yeah.
They do not have their shit together. And what's sad is they both. And I'm not. And by the way, here's my comeback on that. I'm not talking about the cinematic universes.
Yeah.
Of either. I'm talking about publishing comic books. Let me tell you guys. We were on a show together. We were on a show together last night.
Yeah.
None of those folks on the show are showing off new books.
Right.
No one gives a shit about new books anymore.
Right.
And that's sad.
Yeah.
I bought I was buying Thor, and then I stopped at issue 14. I stopped buying Batman months ago. And I have no Marvel comics or DC comics on my local shop's pull list.
Right.
And guess what? I don't foresee any. I did buy one Marvel comic last week.
I did.
Oh, there you go. See, when I got to my store, they were all out of that. Did you read it? Is it any good?
I read it. It's okay. I mean, he's written better, but it's all right. It's not too bad. You know what I mean? He's written better.
I picked up this.
I did too. Yeah. I like that better than I like the Hulk.
Yeah, well, that's because there were a lot of boobies in this. So
not only that, man, but the writing was a little better too.
Yeah, hey, it was Brian Pulido, man.
Yeah.
Ed Bennis drawing it too, even though it doesn't look like Ed Bennis, it was still good.
Yeah, and then I picked up both. I picked up the other cover too.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
And then this is the only Marvel book I bought this year.
The
X-Force.
Yeah.
Penciled and inked by Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
And by the way, when you pick this up, you're not expecting Gone with the Wind either. Right. You're just getting Rob Liefeld stuff. And you know what? This is what you get when you buy a Rob Liefeld comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Action on every page. I got the J. Scott Campbell variant just because it's the only other one they had.
Right.
Again, Hell Witch.
Yeah.
I don't know who did the cover. I don't care, but Brian
Pulido. I know who did the cover. Sun K. Yep. I know.
Boston Comics, baby.
Yeah.
And also, Red Sonja.
Oh yeah. The holiday special, or was it the Amanda Connor run?
No, it's the Amanda Connor Palmiotti run. I like this a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
Story's really good, and then I'm a little late showing, but I got the Tarot Halloween issues that came out like 2 weeks ago.
Did you read them?
I don't think I ever showed them off. They came out the day before Halloween, I think. So
yeah. Did you read it? Did you like it?
Loved it. I love everything. Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. Indie companies.
Yeah.
Broadsword, Dynamite. You know, when people have their issues with Dynamite or whatever, but you know what?
Right.
I'll take that Dynamite shit all day over Marvel and DC. You know?
Yeah, but like I read this holiday special. I think it's freaking hilarious. This one.
Did that just come out?
Yeah, last week.
See, my LCS, I'm not going to mention my name, but the customer base is so Marvel and DC, it's crazy.
Right,
they don't even order like one copy of like that stuff sometimes. Just because there's so many like, and that's the thing. When I went in there, the Hulk, there was like one issue left.
Yeah.
And I could have got it, but then I said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to put it down. Just like the new issue of Venom that has Brian Hitch drawn and Al Ewing writing it or whatever, the Hulk guy. I looked at it. There's a new character on the last page of issue number 1 or 24, whatever they're calling it, right?
Right.
I looked at it and I put it the fuck down because you know what I said? I'm like, I'm not going to get suckered into buying 24 issues of something again just to be like have no payoff. And it's the same thing with like, and to be honest with you, I feel that way about a company I used to love, which was Image. I can't stand the shit they're doing. Like, you remember how I was like Mr. Todd McFarlane fan like forever?
Yeah.
That Spawn universe pissed me the fuck off.
You're not the only one.
I was getting like 3 comics in my box every week, and looking at them, they were all shit. I mean, it's like, because it's not like the same artist. It's like there's the art changes every issue, and it's like, and also McFarlane, you got like 6 or 7 covers for every issue. It's ridiculous. Just stop. That's just greedy bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, I hate publishers who make 4 or 5 variant covers of their own comic book.
Yeah, well, this one,
like me.
Yeah, but you can't beat this one. They have all the way up to double letters, man. So it's like they'll go from A all the way up to like, oh, we're running out of letters. It goes up to Z, but we're running out of we're running out of letters. So you got a double A cover, you got a double B cover. I'm like, really?
What? Who did the cover you got? Adam Hughes? Who is that?
Linsner.
Linsner. Gotcha.
Yeah, Linsner, and then it's a pretty fun little story, man. It's like 3 different stories, and then she becomes. It's pretty fun. At the last one, it's pretty funny because she becomes Santa Claus, and she has instead of reindeer, she has a bat that flies with a red nose. It's pretty funny. So it's pretty funny.
Good deal.
But like, yeah, like the Hell Witch one is pretty interesting because Brian's already said it's gonna be the next chapter of it is gonna be her against Lady Death. So it's her versus Lady Death. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yep, it's a thick book too. I mean, what? 56 pages or something like that.
56 pages. No. What was it? No commercials. No art. No art. Yeah. No commercials. No ads in it. That's what I was trying to say. Ads. No ads in it. But it's $7.99. But it's worth the $7.99 because the paper, the quality is even better than Marvel and DC quality.
Well, Marvel's selling $5.99 books all day long. So is DC. DC is dead to me right now. They're not. I don't care what they do. I don't care.
Going, like you said, I don't
care if John Byrne comes back and draws DC. I am not buying a goddamn thing they publish.
And it's not because they're turning Superman gay. It's
not. It's shitty stuff.
It's not only that. It's them not writing stories. They're just trying to make the news almost every week. Look, almost every week that they want to come up with something else. I'm like,
hey, I was reading Batman with James Tynion when he was doing that. When he was doing that Fear State or whatever.
Yeah.
That storyline went nowhere.
Right. A lot of them didn't go. A lot of the
4 or
storylines
5 issues.
now don't go
And by
nowhere.
the way, I'll give you a hot take. A year ago during the pandemic,
Yeah.
that death metal thing,
Yeah.
that was a waste of every dollar I spent. The
Right.
artwork was cool looking, but
Right.
it sucked. It was dumb.
Right.
It went nowhere.
Right.
Batman Who Laughs. Nice artwork by Jock.
Yeah.
Went nowhere. None of the shit that they do goes anywhere.
Right. And then they created all these new characters. Now you have all these new characters that you guys aren't using at all.
The only book I strained my back and I'm out. Sorry, I didn't get back to you earlier.
That's okay.
Anyone in the chat watching this on replay, please send some PayPal money to Simply Incredible Podcast so he can buy some Bengay, some Asper cream, and some Icy Hot for his old ass who hurt himself playing disc golf or maybe masturbating too hard. I don't know. We don't know. But he strained his back. Maybe it was too many leftover turkey, and he strained his back getting off the couch or throwing that frisbee.
I picked this one up.
Ben, look at that comment. Simply Incredible Podcast. You might not be here in person, but that was an excellent comment. Hey, Simply Incredible Podcast. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I got this thing. You can actually come on the program and not have your camera on. You can stop your camera and your icon will just talk to us. So you could actually talk to us
like
and not
this.
hear. Just like this. See that?
Like
so
this.
Simply Incredible. You could accept the invitation and turn your camera off and still continue to talk. See? See how it's like a pulsating thing. Anyway, you could do that. You could come on and turn your camera off if you wanted to.
Yep. And then I picked this one up. It was interesting. It's just like it's the same people that some writers from Warren old school Warren.
Yeah, those are the same people that do Vampiress, right?
Vampire Carmen or something like that.
Oh yeah. Which is Vampirella shit, just with different whatever.
Yeah. But the funny thing is that the Carmen character was the first one.
Oh, really?
That character was the first character, and then it was Vampirella.
Oh, well, what's cool is you got the Shudder and the Vampire Carmen and all that stuff. You can get all that stuff at Barnes and Noble for $5.98. Like, actually, it's not Barnes and Noble, but I have a Books A Million, that I go to in Daytona, and they have all those horror magazines every month. Right. Sometimes they don't clear it either. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 of them there. So
right.
Yeah.
But the big thing is, it's actually I actually like it. It feels just like the old school Warren magazines.
Yeah.
But the problem was they had the Creeps. It was because since it was called Creeps, Warren or whoever owns the rights to all that stuff actually came after him and sued him. So now it's discontinued. The creepy the homage to creepy is done. So they can't publish it at all.
Werewolf rhymes with disc golf.
Yeah. So and it's a St. Julian cover too. So that's even
St. Julian.
Yeah. And then they got like Frazetta stuff in here, like Frazetta museum stuff actually. So it's interesting. But reading them, they're like short stories pretty much. So this is probably like their version of Eerie. Like you know what I mean? Instead of calling it Eerie, they call it that. Shudder instead.
It's good. Yeah, it's a good magazine. I bought a couple when they
Yeah.
first started coming out.
Yeah, the creepy one, the creep or the creeps. I keep calling it creepy, but the creeps one is pretty funny because I didn't know they were going through a lawsuit. So we looked it up. Like we were curious. I'm like, that's really close to creepy. Let's let's look it up and see. I looked it up and then we see going through lawsuit. I'm like, really? So whoever owns the rights to Warren stuff went after him, and then so now they discontinued the creepies or the creeps. So any of those creeps are gonna probably creep up in price, probably eventually.
That magazine is actually called Vampirus Carmilla.
Yeah, and then Carmilla came first.
Yeah,
because she was in story in like Europe first. I think.
Yeah.
I think she
You can actually go and get back issues of that
from them, from their side. But the only problem is
vampiruscarmilla.com.
Yeah, and the only problem is they don't. These guys don't ship well.
No.
Yeah, because I've been on one of their fan pages on Facebook, and a couple of people took pictures of how they ship it. Yeah, it's not good because they had some of them got destroyed. Like it looked like somebody went like this and went and smashed the hell out of them.
Really?
Yeah. Like how they ship it, it's not. I think they said they didn't even have cardboard in the damn thing, and then they shipped it.
Show the people what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about. Yep. And it feels just like the article in the back where you can fill it out too.
Yep. They got posters. Look at the posters, dude.
Yeah. Yep. And
that third one is a Frazetta, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all of their covers. Both of them are for the two up here.
Dude, by the way, these posters are only $3.95.
Yeah, and then the first two are for like that's a St. Julian. I think the one next to him is the St. The first one was the St. Julian, and the other two are Frazettas. Oh well, that's a Frazetta, and then the bottom one's a St. Julian. Yeah, so that's cool.
Look at all this stuff.
Yeah, and those are all the new issues. The one below, yeah. So that's cool.
So Vampirus Carmilla, you need to send a check to the Cantonese Comic Kid for promoting that.
Yeah.
Speaking of promoting vampires,
your link is down below too. So all you got to do is point your finger down below or share it, whatever you want to do.
Well, I got on the screen right now. Look at where I'm at right now, buddy. I got 1811.
Yeah.
With 9 days left. So.
Well, let's get them to 2,000. Well, my goal is to get you to 3, but yeah.
No, my goal is to get to 2,000. I'll be happy.
Your goal.
That's your goal.
My goal is try to get you to 3.
Yeah, well, unless you're gonna buy back it a million more times, that ain't gonna happen. But
I know.
What are you gonna do? Hey Randall, if you're listening, $15 is probably what you spent on lunch today to go see the guy from Cheers.
Yeah, the guy from or he says supposedly it was in Superman.
I bet you that guy will be dead next week because Randall saw him.
Randall saw and Randall took a picture with him and shared it on the Extreme Nerd Table chat.
Now, do you live? How far are you from Fort Myers?
Fort Myers, I am not that. I think probably an hour and some change.
Wasn't there a convention in Fort Myers this weekend?
It wasn't a convention. It was Scouts new location was opening up again.
No, I saw the artist Dan Fraga at something at Fort Myers.
Yeah, probably like a really little con or
really? Okay.
Yeah, really, maybe I forget. Yeah, I forget. But I know Scout was opening up. I think their other location, like where their warehouse, and then they had they got a storefront, so they're opening up a storefront.
Yeah, that excites me about as much as watching paint dry. But anyway.
Yeah, but
very,
the thing is,
very subtle segue. Look at how he spelled segue.
Yeah. We don't got segues, you know that. We
No.
talk about that a little bit everything.
You know who's got segues? Paul Bart Mallcop's got segues.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of segue.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad we're having a chat with our co-host who can't talk, but he can type.
That's good. No, that's always good.
Anyway.
It's like he's here.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
He's actually better on the chat than he is at hosting.
Yeah, but it's been interesting, man. It's honestly. Oh yeah, and then my shop actually sent my shop guy actually sent me a picture of something that walked in today.
Something that walked in today.
Yeah, well, something really cool that walked in today. Is
it male, female, or vegetable?
No, it's actually a statue, and it's a Frazetta, and it's the Frost Giants against Conan against the Frost Giants.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so, whoop. Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I can't wait to actually go on Tuesday and actually go look at it.
Yeah, how much they want for it?
Not much. They offered me a pretty decent deal on it, so
good.
I'll tell you off air.
You should put a down payment down and say,
yeah, I am.
Or be like on Popeye, say, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a Conan statue today. Ooh. What's up, buddy?
You got me up, you son of a.
Yes, I like that. In fact, if you put just a G and an R in front of the ouch, you could be me.
Not one, but touche.
Touche. So you okay?
Yeah, just the old man straining the back.
Yeah.
In a day or two.
So, hey, Captain Comics, ahoy, mates and mermaids. See, they were waiting. The chat was waiting for you. Ouch.
Apparently we're
so ouch. Do you use Icy Hot or Bengay to treat your pain?
I've got some DC Comics over here that I'm using, and it's working really well.
You just rub copies of Superman
Superboy.
You rub that Superboy, and actually right now you can rub Robin. Okay, you can rub Superman, son of Kal-El, whatever it's called. You can rub a
Harley Quinn and some Poison Ivy together too.
You could rub some Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and you could rub Aquaman too, because it's not Aquaman anymore. It's Black Manta's son, who is the new Aquaman, and he's gay.
Go ahead.
Ben Gay, brought to you by DC.
When I used to hurt my back, I would put some Icy Man on the back.
Icy Man.
Icy Man back there, because apparently is he as gay as he used to be? We don't know.
I'm surprised Ben Gay hasn't changed the name of their brand yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's boycotted Ben Gay yet because it's.
Did you guys talk about the boycott of Hawkeye yet?
Of course we did.
Oh yeah.
What's your take
give
us your take on it.
Yeah. What's your take on it?
Don't give us your opinion of Hawkeye, whether you watched it or not. Give us your opinion. Give us your opinion on the story about boycotting the artist or the show because of an artist.
I mean, I think it's cool that people want to do that, but to me, it really has no effect on anything.
Well, here's what I said. When you read the article and you actually watch don't go by Twitter or Instagram, but actually Google it and read what the people are mad about. What it is this David Aja or Asia, I don't know how you pronounce his name. He worked on the book, Volume 2 of Matt Fraction's book, Hawkeye, with Kate Bishop in it or whatever, right? So the cover designs and the artwork layout that this guy worked on, by the way, he worked on it as the book, okay? Now people are mad that the opening credits and the promotional materials, by the way, are inspired and influenced by this guy's art. Okay, if he was paid to draw the comic book, when that contract was up, it doesn't matter. Marvel owns that. He's not an independent. It's not Image Comics. It's not whatever. To say that, oh, Marvel referenced or used existing artwork to do something that belonged to an artist, that's weird to me. And I'm all about independent. But when you work for Marvel and DC, like see this tin sign on my wall. It's got a Wolverine logo on it, and it's got Wolverine Logan drawn by John Byrne. They sell this tin sign at Hobby Lobby and Michael's Crafts and all those places. Nowhere on this tin does it say artwork by John Byrne. Marvel owns this image. This guy, David Asia, and all his fans, all 20 of you bitching online, Disney and Marvel don't give a fuck.
Don't give a flying fuck.
If you think you think Disney or Hawkeye or whatever even loses 1 iota of a market share or revenue or anything because this some guy who I've never heard of is complaining that he's not credited. Let me tell you something. You guys have seen the X-Men logo that was on the X-Men comic for like 30 years before they changed it. Like, you know, the Jim Lee X-Men #1 and all the Chris Claremont X-Men. That logo was created by Jim Steranko, okay, which appeared in the late 60s, just before the X-Men ended the first run with Neil Adams and shit. He's never been credited for that. That logo is used on every one of Randall's 1997 cartoon that he watches every day that goes that is the most famous X-Men logo. Nowhere has Jim Steranko ever been credited with that designing that, because he was paid to do it. End of story. If you want to get credit and money for shit that appears on a Disney show or a Netflix show or a Hulu show, you need to fucking own it yourself. If you're working for DC and Marvel, sorry, them's the breaks. Once you cash that check, that's it. Like I told Jeff, I said, I'm a graphic designer. I have billboards with my logos, designs, photographs I've taken on I-95 up and down Florida. Nowhere on any of that shit does it say this billboard designed by Anthony C. I got paid to do something. Once
Plus,
you get
the
paid,
company wouldn't want your
no, of course not.
So fine print on the back of the billboard. I've seen it.
I want my face on it. And by the way, nor do I get residual payments. Once it's done and I got paid for it, it's done. I don't get
that's
paid.
What the guy's complaining about. I think he wants residuals from them using it. That's the whole point. That's the whole reason.
It's an arrow. The thing he's talking about is a silhouette arrow, and the images are inside the arrow. Do you think that he's the first guy to do that?
Nope.
Don't you think he looked at something when he came up with that? Guess what? No one can claim invention of the wheel except the person that invented the wheel.
But the funny thing, it looks like the Green Arrow. That looks like the Green Arrow run previously, because there was a green. And it's the Fractions run too. That's what
the guy who created Robin Hood would like residuals for 7 seasons of Arrow and everything that Hawkeye's appeared in. And wants money from the Hunger Games too.
So it's like that's my thing is, if this guy wants credit, then where's the credit to all the other people that's created the character in the first? You know what I mean? It's like none of them are complaining about it. Like
the guy that created Robin Hood wants money from all the Rambo movies too.
It's like none of them. You know what I mean? Is none of them None of those guys complain. It's just now since we got the internet, these guys feel entitled and they complain a lot more. You know what I mean?
Now,
So it's
like Echo, who appeared in the last. Well, I'm
Right.
probably spoiling it, but
Whoop.
the character Echo from Daredevil appears. Right.
right.
I guarantee you, Brian Michael Bendis.
So that's who that chick. I was confused as hell.
I guarantee you, Brian Michael Bendis and David Mack.
Yeah.
Both have an interest in that. They have some ownership of that.
Right.
Because Brian Michael Bendis is smart. Okay. Right. And he had a contract. But this David Asia guy who no one's ever heard of probably wasn't in the position to have a contract with Marvel saying, hey, I own a share or a little percentage of whoever I create. But the character of Echo is probably Brian Michael Bendis, David Mack. They probably both have a share in it. Just like when Jessica Jones was on Netflix, Brian Michael Bendis, David Mack, all the people that worked on Jessica Jones, they all got a little credit, you know.
Right. Yeah, but like you said here,
he money, or does he just want his name?
He wants. Well, I think he wants money, but the fans want his name. Want his name somewhere in the credits.
Yeah, right.
Kind of like instead of characters based on Marvel, and instead of based on Marvel characters like they usually say, he wants a created by Jack Kirby kind of thing. Which that's stupid. What is the credit going to say? Main title inspired by this guy's previous work. That's stupid. That's dumb. That's like the credit scene of every Marvel movie when you see the flipping pages. Everybody whose artwork is in those flipping pages, John Buscema and Herb Trimpe, their names aren't mentioned there. Fuck off. It's
that was my silly. Hand making a move, so I want some credit.
Yeah.
But his thing is, the fans want credit. The fans want the credit. He don't want. He's already tweeted to one of the fans says he doesn't want the credit. He wants to get paid for it and put quotations of laughing out loud. I'm like, no, that's you being true and you trying to say I'm just joking about it, but you're not.
As Jay and Silent Bob said, we got to get paid.
Yeah, it's like But if you already know you're gonna go work for Marvel or DC, you should already know you don't own any of it. So that's already off bat, already given. You know what I mean? You're working for two big companies. You're not gonna be.
I gotta say too, the whole reason why we're talking about this was all summed up in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, which I just quoted.
Yep.
They had that poopshoot.com. that is the present day internet, 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Complaining, bitching about everything and everybody
every
all the time.
Yep.
All the time.
Yep. Because you don't see, like I said, you don't see the old school guys come. You know what I mean? You don't see George Perez. You don't see any of those guys on here going, "Hey, I didn't get credit for Titans.
Yeah,
I didn't get credit for this.
I didn't get credit for Nightwing. I didn't get credit for this because you didn't create him. It's Dick Grayson. He changed his costume.
Right.
So what do you, Oh, by the way, ouch. Guess who went online complaining about this too? My writer of the year, Tom Taylor, had something to say about this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He actually had something to say in the article. He actually tweeted at the guy too. It was pretty funny.
He said, "Mate, Hawkeye should be gay."
Dude,
by the way, ouch! Did you see some of the comics we picked up?
I saw Shudder.
Yeah, Shudder. I picked up. Oh yeah, and then I got A-OK this from Steve.
Yeah,
I've seen that I've seen that 10 times this week now, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just had to.
I showed off this nice book called Hell Witch from Coffin Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Nice 56-page
book. Peludo stuff.
Peludo, Ed Bennis art inside.
Yeah, and I did not know. Yeah, like you said, it didn't look like Bennis' stuff.
No, it's computer graphics, but Let me see if I can find a page that can actually be shown. It's
yeah.
pretty good stuff. A lot of action. And I actually picked up my only Marvel book in late 2021, and it's only because it was done by Rob Liefeld. Rob penciled and inked the whole thing. No one else worked on it. It's like 46, 50 it's 50 pages too for $4.99. It's the anniversary of X-Force Kill Shot.
Nice.
And then that's about it. Some tarot. Hey, I got something cool to show you that's nerdy, but it's not comics. Check this shit out.
Ooh.
I picked up
Very nice.
Prisoners of Ghostland.
How is it?
It's okay. You have to watch it. I was watching it while drawing, and it was like I was on acid, like while I was watching it. So it stars Sophia Boutella and Nicolas Cage. Sophia Boutella is the chick from The Kingsman and the Mummy movie with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And Casino, that hotel movie, whatever. Anyway, Prisoners of Ghostland. It's Nicolas Cage says it's the wildest movie I've ever made. So if Nicolas Cage, by the way, who makes 12 movies a year.
Yeah.
By the way, though, this is really good. And Asian-wise, if people like Asian cinema, this movie was directed by, looks like a Japanese person. And the entire cast is Asian other than the main stars of the movie. And when I don't mean that in a disparaging way.
Yeah, I got you.
It's literally a samurai shogun spaghetti western in Japan.
That's cool.
And it's like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Ah, that's really cool.
And it's got Asian zombie prisoners in it.
Anyway, that's always cool.
But so I bought that.
Heard of that, but it sounds interesting. The cover of it would make me go want to buy that. It's
fantastic. Yeah. Well, no, I'm telling, and it's even embossed cover. You see the cover?
Yeah.
I
can see that, yeah.
Now, I buy, unlike Randall, I go into Walmart because they have great movies. Walmart, I will say this, Walmart still has DVDs and a lot of independent DVDs like this. In fact, Nicolas Cage makes so many movies now. This was right in the front end cap next to another Nicolas Cage movie, that Pig. It's a movie called Pig, where he's a chef he has a pig that doesn't sell, smells out truffles. You know, those expensive truffles that are like thousands of dollars
in the ground.
Someone kidnaps his pig, and he goes Rambo style to find the pig.
So it's John Wick with a pig instead of a dog.
Exactly. Yeah. And Nicolas Cage has long hair, looks just like John Wick, but is looking for a pig. Now, here's the best thing.
Does it have a spider with a web that writes stuff behind him?
No, that's Charlotte. Anyway, but hey, listen to this cool stuff. I got on a Nick. That was now by sheer fate, kismet. I picked up that brand new Prisoners of Ghostland with Nicolas Cage, but I had to go buy envelopes at the Dollar Tree.
Right.
And I found MGM has released a bunch of classic 80s movies.
Yeah.
And I picked up Vampire's Kiss with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, that's cool.
From 1985.
Oh, boy.
It is so bad, yet so good. And then get this. In shrink wrap still, Matchstick Men with Nicolas Cage at the Dollar Tree. But that's not all. You want to see something really cool at the Dollar Tree? The complete season 2 of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, that's cool.
I did not know that was a show.
Yeah.
No, not only is it a show,
it's on Netflix.
But it's done by Robert Rodriguez completely. Directs, films it. And the girl that plays the vampire from the Titty Twister, Salma Hayek's original character, is the woman who I don't remember her name, but we wanted her to play Vampirella.
Yeah.
And this is the girl that's in Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Oh.
This Latina woman.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, $1. So if anyone has a Dollar Tree around them, for the holidays, the Dollar Trees are stocked up on DVDs.
Oh, that's cool.
And they have a lot of cool. Speaking of Beyond Thunderdome, I actually got a copy of Road Warrior for $1 at the Blu-ray of Road Warrior at the Dollar Tree. Wow. And I've also picked up Superman 2 on Blu-ray at the Dollar Tree. So
that's cool. You never know what you get. He wishes.
But Ned Beatty's dead, so.
Oh. And things went south fast.
Yeah.
We can't mention and you saw what Randall's doing already, right? Ouch.
Oh yeah, he was kissing up to a former drunk from Cheers.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? It's not Norm. What's the guy who delivers the mail?
John Ratzenberger or something like that.
Well, that's Norm. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Norm and Cliff.
Yeah,
that's Cliff Clavin. That's what it was. Yeah. It's Cliff. Yeah, he got to meet Cliff
with these useless facts, kind of like Randall does.
Yeah, well, I kind of made the point. I bet how I've been asking Randall to back Venerella for $15. I wonder if he had $15 to go see Cliff today.
He had more than enough because he took a picture with them and sent it to us.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if everyone knows his name at that convention.
Maybe. Never know.
Randall is huge.
Yeah.
Did he set up at the show or did he just go?
Oh, he just went. He wasn't set up because he would have told us he was set up. He didn't set up. I know that.
Yeah, he would have hyped that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then not send me books after I send him a message.
He's pretty bad at marketing, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll have him on my podcast, and we will talk about him going to a convention.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I mean, could you tell the sarcasm? Oh, you can't see my face for the sarcasm.
we could smell the sarcasm.
Yeah.
Or was that the Ben Gay?
Yeah. I tell you, my derriere's kind of sore now.
You know what's the worst part of having a backache and using Ben Gay or Icy Hot or Aspercream or any of that stuff?
When you get water on it?
No, the worst part is when you rub it on with your hands and then a half an hour later you take a piss and you forget that you haven't thoroughly washed it off your hands. And Ben Gay or Icy Hot on the genital region is quite eye-opening.
Yeah.
I tell you though, if you put that stuff on and then not too long after you take a shower or something, it intensifies it greatly.
Oh yeah.
Feel the burn.
Yeah, it feels the burn. In fact, I believe you kind of look to see that your skin hasn't come off your body.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Anyway, ouch. Thank you for joining us.
What else did you talk about?
We really did miss you. What else are we going to talk about? I don't know. We brought up the Hawkeye thing. We brought up
the Hawkeye show.
We showed off our comics.
Yeah.
We talked about Ben Gay and Icy Hot.
Yeah.
We made fun of our co-host who's not here.
Yeah.
Right. And then
I think that kind of wraps it up.
Yeah.
And then we brought up how Marvel canceled a series before it even hit the newsstand.
Yeah, they solicited a new Luke Cage book.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then canceled it a month before it came out.
That's just... And you know why? Because they ran out of paper because they printed so many Hulks.
I just came to the conclusion with I just think Marvel and DC suck. I just and again, I'm not talking about their video games and their movies and all their bed sheets and their tin signs that they sell at Hobby Lobby. I'm just talking about their publishing.
Yep.
Like Jeff showed off Hulk #1 that he got that came out this week, and I looked at it on the stand And I'm like, I put it down and I said to myself, I don't care if there's a new character or a villain or whatever. I don't care what's going on. I'm just not interested.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I just don't, like I bought the Rob Liefeld X-Force thing because it was all Rob Liefeld.
Right.
He wrote it, he penciled it, inked it. Has nothing to do with the current canon. They did mention Krakoa, so it is current with Marvel stuff. But I just don't know what they should do to get old readers like myself interested. I was on a show with Jeff last night with their Nerdy Collective at like 1 a.m, and everybody's showing off books. They were just showing off Bronze and Silver Age shit.
Yeah.
No one had anything new. We were looking at House of Mystery and Defenders #4 and shit like that. No one gives a shit about the new Tom Taylor Nightwing or whatever Marvel's putting out. It's just shit. And you know what's great is that, like, when I was in my LCS the other day, I saw a copy of Moon Knight, like #4, I think, or 3, and it had Moon Knight and Tigra on it. And I got a huge Tigra fetish, right?
Right.
But when I saw the cover was by McNiven, I believe his name is Steve McNiven. All his artwork looks fantastic. It looked like a Stephen Platt Moon Knight from way back in the day. But then I opened up the comic, and the whole comic looked like shit. It's like every book that Marvel and DC puts out has this really cool cover that like makes you look at it, and then you open it up and the whole book looks like shit, or it looks totally opposite of what you were looking at on the cover. Yeah. And I don't know, man. I don't want to spend $4.99 on one sheet of paper anymore. That's my take. It's like, I don't mind if you have a variant cover, but if you open up the inside and it is crap compared to the cover image, then you're not making comics for me anymore. You're just not.
Well, one of my thoughts is in 3 months it's going to be in a dollar bin anyway.
Yeah, right. Or in 3 months there'll be another #1, which is
Or they'll say it's old numbering, and it says, like this one, it says old numbering. If you're going by the old school numbering, it is Hulk is legacy number is 768. And then
it's #1.
It's #1 though.
Yeah.
And I asked, so that's a #1 by the new writing team and art, Ryan Stegman and Donny Cates that were doing Venom, are now doing the Hulk. Right. And I asked Jeff how it was because he read it, and he's like, it wasn't that bad. Yeah. And it's like, wow, what a bar. What a
ringing endorsement.
What a bar.
It wasn't completely trash.
Right. Right.
I just think
my biggest thought about this thing is this. They went 50 years on some comic books without going to another #1.
Right,
so
right.
Why do they have to do it every 6 months now? It blows my mind.
It's they're pandering to the TikTok crowd because the TikTok crowd only has 45 seconds of
and you know what it is? It's because it's all about trades. It's all about the trades in Barnes and Noble and online. It's like, so they do volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. That's it.
They did that whole thing with the new 52. I mean, there's only 52 issues, but like every so many issues, you can make a trade.
Yeah,
you can bring in new teams.
I know.
Keep the number going. I mean, come on.
It's crazy because it's like, and that's funny too, because did you ever like Google #1s like of something? You have to specify what year.
Yeah.
It's like you have like X-Men #1, you'll have 1963, then you'll have 70 something, then you'll have 80 something, then you'll have 90 something, then you'll have like in the thousands, you have like 6 of them. So it's like they always go back to the #1. And I'm sorry, back in our day, those were called limited miniseries or limited series. They would just have a separate one. They'd have an ongoing. And the thing is, too, like the Hulk, look, William Sorolis, Hulk 1 really repeated a lot of stuff we saw in the Mark Waid run. I won't be reading issue 2. Now, that's sad.
Yeah, I told you.
You bought number 1 and you won't go to issue 2. And what's also sad, it's, Donny Cates has a reputation of kind of reinventing and bringing some energy back in. But you know what? It's like I've stated, man, writers are a dime a dozen. It's the art that is the hook.
Right.
And by the way,
like you said, the big thing is previously the big thing you said about Donnie too. He could be getting burnt out, man. He has way too many titles on his plate right now.
That's what I've said for a while. I mean, how do you write four different titles and not get blend them together?
Yeah,
right.
Well, Jeff, I got to ask you, since you read it, and I can ask William too. This Hulk number 1. Did it reintroduce any old popular characters? Like, do you see Doc Samson or
not yet? But it seems like they're like the next issue or like like a little bit down the line, they may be introducing some new characters.
Because that's the way it is, Have them. You know what Hulk 1 would have been great? Have them fighting the Thing again, or have them fighting Sasquatch or.
Even Fing Fang Foom or something, something.
Or bring, or have them, or have Titanium Man and Absorbing Man and Abomination and all those characters. And here's the deal: I haven't read Hulk in so long that I don't even know if those characters are alive. When I said Doc Samson, I don't even know if Doc Samson exists anymore in the Marvel Universe. All I know is in the 70s. I used to love seeing Doc Samson with his green hair fighting the Hulk. I used to like seeing even the females like Titania and all those big muscle girls who used to fight the Hulk. Anybody. Is Rick Jones still alive in the Marvel Universe?
Yeah. He was there.
I would love Absorbing Man to come back. Yeah. I thought that was a freaking amazing character.
Yeah.
Bring that character back.
All those characters, Absorbing Man, Titanium Man, just guys with man as the last part of their names. Ben Gay Man.
That's it. That's a DC exclusive.
Nicolas Cage Man.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Man.
Yeah, but that's it, man. Bring some characters in.
they didn't even bring a character.
Invent new characters every 6 months.
They didn't even do that,
every couple months, it's like, look, we got a first appearance. Like, you know what? That's all well and good, but you've got a catalog of amazing characters that you completely ignored for years.
Sure.
And I don't want them to be like, and I hate to say this because I love Batman. I don't want them to see the same Penguin, Joker, Riddler like every few months.
Sure.
Right.
But spread them out.
Yeah, but it's like they didn't even. Well, they kind of it seems like they understood Thanos' brother, Star Fox or whatever it was. Yeah. That's who he introduced in here.
In the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fits.
Yeah. Yeah, and because I had to reread it. I read it and I don't remember it exactly, so I just looked through it again. I'm like,
hey,
oh yeah, they did introduce Star Fox.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to see Hulk fight. And I don't know if he's still in the Marvel Universe. Where's Man Thing? What's Man Thing doing?
Yeah, he's still there. It's just nobody's picked him up and written him.
What's Deathlock doing?
Right.
What's again Spider-Man doing? What's all these guys? Hey,
you mentioned all these. Yeah.
They could have threw Luke Cage in there. He's not doing nothing this next
right.
He had plans, and then he had to cancel those.
Yeah. Well, his wife Jessica said he couldn't go out next month.
or they ran out of paper, and they go, what are we gonna print more of? Mm-hmm. That's probably what it was. Is like how you were saying, paper shortage. They go, huh?
Who else wants to see Rom come back?
Oh yeah, but I don't think they own Rom right now.
Oh, they don't.
I don't know. I'm not sure. They own Conan right now. It'd be kind of interesting to see him actually go against Conan.
Yeah, and Conan's in the canon because he was doing that Savage Avengers.
Right. So it'd be kind of interesting to actually.
I don't know how. I don't know how he goes in and out of time travel that way, but somehow it works.
Yeah, but it'd be kind of fun. It'd be kind of funny to actually see Conan go against the Hulk. So, never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a chance.
Yeah. We mentioned all of these things, and then watch like in a couple of months. I go, hey, Titanium's back. All these characters are back.
I just think Marvel and DC, like I said with DC, right? DC would make an old guy like me happy.
Right.
If they came out with a new Justice Society comic.
Right.
And Jeff Johns was writing it.
Yeah, but the only problem is, like you said, in 3 months down the line, are they going to relaunch it? Go Justice League, America 1 again?
No, what they'll do is instead of bringing someone qualified like Jeff Johns to write it, they're going to let Brian Michael Bendis write it, and then it's going to be another book ruined. Is what it is. No, I want to see. Kate's writing the Hulk. You could have threw Thanos in there.
Right. Well, he threw Thanos' brother in there, Star Fox, so far.
Yeah, well, that's like the Hulk. Instead of fighting a real character, it's like he's fighting.
Well, he's not fighting Star Fox right now. Star Fox is he's coming, or he's either right now it's either he's controlling the Hulk, something or another. I forget.
Jeff, did you really read that? Because I'm starting to question if you really read that.
I did read it. Like I said, it didn't keep my attention really well.
I heard.
Yeah, it didn't keep my attention too well, man. So
yeah, well, yeah, I can totally understand that with Marvel and DC right now.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's a decent. I mean, it's decent. Like I said, it's decent, man. I've seen him write better. You know what I mean? It's like you've been saying, he's been writing way too many books, man. It's like William says, it feels like you know what I mean. I feel like Mark Waid. It feels like the Mark Waid run a little bit, you know. So it's like, so it's like he's not repeating himself right now, but you can tell he read the Mark Waid run and he's using some of Mark Waid's stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but the big thing is, probably in issue 3, he's going to create a whole new Hulk. I have a funny feeling that's what's going to end up happening. We're going to see a whole brand new Hulk, version of the Hulk or something.
Right. As long as it's not like totally awesome Hulk when he had that spiky hair and shit.
I have a funny feeling it's gonna be like some type of like maybe zombie Hulk. I don't know. It'd be cool, but I don't think it's gonna be that. I think, like you said, I think it's gonna be some type of totally awesome type bull crap, or either it's gonna be a female or Rick Jones is somehow gonna come back.
Well, I got a easy solution to make Hulk exciting. Donny Cates still writes another title for Marvel. I think it's called Thor.
Yeah.
Thor and Hulk would be a nice team up for a few issues, and I think people actually like Thor and Hulk together, both in the movies and in the comics.
Yeah, strongest Avenger.
Together.
Yeah.
I want to see Hulk with Herbie the robot from the Fantastic Four.
But how much you want to bet it's gonna have? We're gonna have it before the She-Hulk show comes out. That we're gonna have a new She-Hulk miniseries or series come out.
Well, we do have a new She-Hulk. That's the one where they already showed the cover art. Remember?
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Remember Adam? They had Adam Hughes doing the cover.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. It slipped my mind. I forgot. like I said, man. And this
we were commenting that the nice thing is that she looks like the classic Hulk. The classic John Byrne She-Hulk.
Right.
Or Dan Slott She-Hulk, whatever.
Yeah, but I the the thing. Oh, I'm wondering if they're gonna do like a show. You know how they have a comic for the show, and I'm wondering if they're gonna end up doing that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What you gonna be up to this week, Anthony? Anything
No,
interesting?
I'm just finishing up my book. I busted my ass this weekend. I think I got 5 pages done in the last 4 days. And I only have 6 pages left. I have
That's cool.
9 days to go on Venerella. I'm up to $1,811. My goal is to get to 2,000, but I am not going in demand with it. As soon as the campaign ends, it's over, and I got 6 pages left. I'm in the end game now, Tony. I'm got 6 pages left, and then I got to take a week to put it together, and then I'm going to print. So
That's cool.
my goal is, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's, what date is it? The 20
Hold on.
something.
29th.
The 29th. So my goal is to have the book done by December 7th.
Okay.
When my campaign closes, and then I will go to press a week later, and then hopefully I'll have it back the week of Christmas or sometime around there.
All right.
That's my goal. If I'm a little later and I put the book out or get it to my lovely backers the first week of January, or even worst case scenario, by January 10th, it's still on target. It's just I can't control my printers. So
right.
In the USA, I print everything in the USA.
Living in America.
What you got going on, Ouch?
Man, that is a beautiful picture. I'm just going to say
it is.
I just posted the front nine of my disc golf round today. Me and one of my friends, and hopefully by tomorrow I will edit and put out the back nine of that round.
Okay.
And a few days ago, Anthony was on the show, and we did the unboxing. So if you get a chance, go back and check that out. Only on the Simply Incredible podcast.
And AKA Ouch.
Yow.
All right. I've been taking a hiatus on Cantonese comics, man, because of work. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try. Like I say every week, I'm gonna try. If work doesn't end up freaking have me stay 2 hours of overtime, so I'll try. And then I have the Nerdy Collective won't be on next week with him because I have work on Saturday of that week. Because it's the first week of every month. I have to work at least one Saturday, so it's the first week of every month. So I have to work next week, so I won't be on with them. But be sure to check it out, and then we'll have Extreme Nerd Table with Anthony Sika and with Ouch, aka Simply Incredible Podcast. We hope it's not Ouch next week. We hope it's Simply Incredible Podcast again, but we never know. And that's all we got, guys, and see you next week.